I am a strong believer that the best cover artists have done interior work. I look at J. Scott
Yep.
Campbell, I look at Bass, and I look at
Yes.
a few others who then have made the transition over to almost doing exclusive cover work. And I'm also a strong believer that you should not be telling somebody to do something that you haven't already done. And so, what was that like really doing interior cover work? Because I think it gives insight into the whole process of building out a comic, as well as saying, hey, I understand what it means to draw panel work. And not saying that you're better or worse than somebody who doesn't do panel work, for
Mhm.
instance, but I think that it does give a more completist viewpoint.
I agree with that because okay, either way, if you're going to go into, as opposed to being a fine artist, the difference between a fine artist and an illustrator, and comic book artists are illustrators. I mean, art can tell a story, but illustration, the whole point is to tell a story. Does that make sense? Like you can have art that's just your feelings or something like that, more representative. But illustration has to tell a story, and there's nothing better uh, than interior work to really hone your storytelling skills. But whereas you have panel work and you're doing interiors and you're telling a story panel to panel and through the page, when you're doing a cover, even if it's just one of my pinups, I try to think, okay, I want to capture this moment in time, but also have a nod to a story, like where this person's been, where this person may be going, but then capture that snapshot in time. And I think that doing interiors, and then plus, like I said, I was creative director for an ad firm for years. So, I had a strong design background. And I think that helped a lot making the transition.